Dobro večer. Dobrodošli u novi stream. Pre smo krenuli da streamujemo, ali mi je crashalo posle sati, pa za 15-20 minuta, tako nešto. I sad sam na OBS, kako god. Namestio preset na speed, a bilo je na balance. Tako da bit će gori kvalitet streama, ali bi trebalo bolje da radi. Tako da vidjet ću posle kako se ponaša i kako je slika. Vidjet ćemo kako će raditi Tako da ništa, nastavljam. Vidim da je sada manji load na CPU. Sad je na 4,2%. A bilo je 6 Nekad 5,5, nekad 6. Tako da, gdje sad treba da idemo dole. Jebi ga da imamo streaming PC, bilo bi mnogo bolje. Pošto nemamo, onda moramo ovako. Evo ovdje se kako ludo, brate. Zbog shadera, vjerojatno. Ništa mi treba da odemo gdje je bro? Ovamo. Dobro.
You little fart.
Whatever's the problem, kind.
So how would you explain it?
Opet neko maltretira dete,
The sun bakes our pates. We've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for 𝐀𝐿𝐻𝐒𝐓𝐄𝐿 fickle weather.
Fickle weather? I've seen you. You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morning, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
A witcher.
A witcher, and I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
I thought witches defended
Yeah.
men from monsters, not cheats from justice.
Need to talk to the boy.
You can chat to him all you like after we tan his hide. So stand down.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it?
Neće se desiti.
That's you as well, which is all the same to me.
Evo, krenuli.
Not do anything rash.
Break your legs.
Lost your nerve?
Scott doors and cheeks.
Šta je s ovim damage-ima, brate? Sad će sve da staje na max. Mislim, stvarno, brate, Mislim, brate, Svaki put me zezda, brate, damage 0, brate, Dealing them multi for monster enemies. Ajde, tečemo sve na pesto. Ajde, sad idem. Mi sad kao nemamo oružja. Na koju foru? Come on, man.
You're not a complete man. Come on.
Brate, 3 na jednog.
I'll take him from the neck.
Stay together! At least try to!
Did I get a piece of you, Grey Groin?
Dobro.
Shut up.
This is a long fight. Više nego što treba.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men. What are
Ja
they
sad
doing?
kao imam oružje. What?
Obstructing my investigation.
Understood. Right. A few days in the clink ought to teach them not to impede official duchy business. Come on.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
A duo.
Yeah?
What
I
do you
imagine
mean?
that working.
Splendidly. That's how.
What do you mean?
I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true. They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow, so what say you, sir? Partners?
Let me think about it. Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Da, tražimo Detlafa.
Before we get to talking,
And the
please,
vampire.
take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stamp.
Hmm.
A seat, sir, please.
Okay.
So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival. Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign.
5000 coina mi traži.
New polishes,
Vipest.
new brushes. And if I've enough
A
coin
dobro.
left, I'll buy a share in a
Mali
laundress.
grinduje.
Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
All right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
Mhm. Ajde.
Ah, see?
Ajde,
I
nema
knew
veze.
we'd clinch it.
Ipak mi traže 5.
Guess I can
Best.
agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand.
Nothing
I know
more,
the fellow,
nothing less.
so I don't know his name. A steady patron. Gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No? But you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
Ovo je došlo.
Thank you. The local necropolis.
Okay.
There does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot.
O, zdravo, zdravo.
You wipe even the most
Dobrodošli.
encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort. And pile
Ja, reci mi kakav je kvalitet streama.
give you this file if you tell me where
Pošto
the
sam
map is
stavio na
located.
najgori kvalitet,
But
čisto da vidim kako
will you? The gentleman's art true, but
radi.
he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend.
Trebao bi biti,
Yet
trebao
we
bi
have
ono
falling
biti
out of
malo
sorts and would like to
lošiji stream.
straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red. But I do not
Mislim,
know
bitrate
the
mi je
gentleman
ostao isti,
next
samo
to
sam stavio na preset, na speed.
Might happen on a lead.
Would
A
you
bilo je
let
na
me
balance.
scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Lejta. U kom smislu? Pa slike. Da li je ono slika bolja? Ne, mislim, da li je slika ista ili malo lošije?
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with
Pošto sam stavio na
Saw that.
OBS
Meaning the right thing to break.
da radi na brzini, a ne na kvalitetu. Jer bukvalno kad sam streamovao u toku dana, ono, crashovalo. Enter the toy shop. Dobro. Ali ono, znam da je malo lošija slika,
Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
jer sam stavio na speed,
You might just as well stand out
a
in the
pre je bilo na balance,
holler, Declan
da on sam balansira između kvaliteta i brzine, a sad je totalno na brzinu.
Give me a
Rekla bi da je bolje. What? Ma, brat.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar?
Da, vidio sam da si nešto kratko streamao.
Handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately
Ma,
found it
ludilo, bre.
terribly dull.
Ma, crashovalo mi je. Ma, rekla bi da je bolje. Bolja slika, a stavio sam na gore ono. What the fuck? Okej. Pa kad si bug.
Here.
A ono, igram lepo i ono odjednom pump. Nema, brate.
He's not here, but he was here
Ja
recently.
rekao, ma,
The scent is still strong.
kada stavljam na speedu i to je to.
Let's look around. Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime. Somebody fixed this recently.
I find
Okej.
these puppets rather disturbing.
Na 2K mi je i baš gledam sa sve, pošto obično pustim stream da pa igram geši. Ali je kao clean, I don't know. Ne, ono, ostalo mi, ostavio sam na 2K. Ali preset sam stavio na speed. Da se OBS ne muči toliko sa...
No dust mark.
Ali igra bi trebalo isto bolje da radi ono. Ono, what the fuck, šta mi je, ne mogu da pričam, brate. Of. Bukvalno. I ja sam ubogovan, brate. Dobro, super.
Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys.
What? Daj bre, Geralt. On šta pričaš to, brate?
Need to look around. Somebody fixed this recently. No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
Ja, ovdje imamo. Aha. Našli smo letter.
Slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac Peyrin, Count de la Croix.
Detlef's victims were
Delacroix.
but that's not his hand.
All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite, rare mineral, pretty much found only in
Nazaire, but I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Geralt u nekoj depresiji.
Worth remembering.
Taj fazon.
Slightly stained.
With wine, not much to go on either, especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Need more clues. Da, treba nam još.
Basically, need to look around some more.
Da. Ne mogu odmah da...
Tools were used recently. Detlef unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Nice tune.
Indeed.
Stani bre, skloni se.
Reminds me of home.
Detlef van der Eretain. Know us, but we know you to be a vampire.
Možda ipak Detlef.
We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renawed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the
Oj, ovaj kolega što je sa mnom, on je vampir.
must complete the killing in 3 days.
Ali on je normalniji. Onaj Detlef, on je ono, on killing spree, brate.
Proof positive Detlef
On samo
not
ubije.
of his own accord. A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
For a reference. Aha.
Any idea what it could be? Detlef have any enemies?
Indeed.
Delo mi je
Detlef
okej stream, ne znam iskreno, moralo bi...
live long.
One might
Malaganovi.
have to evade him.
Nego ovako dok gledaš, da li je okej ono. Da se sve lepo vidi.
Devilishly dangerous.
Da nije ono mnogo pikselizovano, ono, da je ružno.
Whoever it is someone new.
Who's Renawed?
It's one-time lover. The sole human woman with
Samo vampiri, ja. No, tebe.
because she accepted him. With her aid and care.
A zato se zove DLC Blood and Wine.
Hostile world. She began the work that I
I
started.
još je crven baner, tako da. Totalno.
Meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came around to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
What do you think happened to her? Why he? Ajde.
Take it you have your doubts.
I know humans better than he does. Their capacity to be disloyal, dishonest. I also know she took her things. Not something one associates with the kidnapped, or those who disappear against their will.
I'll save you the trouble of asking. No, I don't know why she left. I can, however, hazard a guess that Detlef grew angry one day, showed another, more monstrous side.
He's angry.
Detlef's anger could frighten anyone off, though most who see it get no chance to flee.
Detlef have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him.
Is that so?
I cepaš ovaj Genshin, a?
Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing?
And Detlef
Dokle
is
si
so
stigla?
much more emotional than most humans.
Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate,
Otvaraš i dalje nove mape ili
of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
buildaš karakter.
Detlef ever try to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Higher vampires have their ways, all kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires, not miracle workers. He searched for months on end before giving up. Clearly Renawed knew him all too well. Enough to cover her tracks, leave no way for him to find.
Radnim delije. Aha. Važi, uživaj.
Even if Renawed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer.
Mhm.
He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Ali sad navodno zbog nje ubije.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover.
Da, neko je kidnapovao.
Now they're forcing the
I
vampire
zato
to
on
kill.
ide pa traži pa ubije. Ima smisla.
Blackmailer's skilled.
Hvala
Someone
također.
special.
Astute. Now that
Hvala,
I've got
hvala.
it, I'm beginning to wonder if
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
precisely
Wow,
thickens.
Just a hypothesis.
ima i sa druge vrste
Set my
vampiri.
heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Let's sum up what we know.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detlef's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink, and not in his handwriting,
Not much.
but enough to ascertain Detlef's innocence, clearly.
Actually, it is. Detlef's being manipulated.
Da,
Some lunatics turned him into a tool,
making him, da,
So it would seem.
bukvalno.
But this illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Renowed, render the blackmail senseless. The lunatic or ticks will thus
Bukvalno to.
Detlef.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detlef? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to
Da, bolje nek on sedi, a ja da tražim.
He's sure to return sooner or later.
To bi bilo pametno.
He'll listen.
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
Ne bi bilo poželjno da ide dalje da ubija,
Fail to appear.
jer mu neko
To stay alone. You must
dostavlja lažna imena, brate.
Need to report to the
Manipuliše.
Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detlef and I both.
Okej. Pošto nismo tražili sve, idem opet gore da vidim. Da, ovdje više nema ništa. Idemo dalje. Izlazimo napolje. Da, čini mi se da je igra bolje radi. Ne, ako je stream okej, ali i dalje na 2K i isti mi je bitrate. Samo mi je preset na speed. Onda ću da ostavim ovako, nema potrebe dalje da diram. Dobro. Idemo sad ovdje. Samo da provjerim na quest. Da li je to main quest. Ova devojčica kako lepo svirka tu, brate. Vojno. Dobro. A nećemo sad, radimo samo glavne misije. Dosta je bilo zajebance. Dobro. stream, čini mi se da jeste dosta dobar stream. Pa da, ja osjećam da je ono više smut. Radi ga onako.
Don't you step on me!
Should the beast you espy tell the commander?
Your Grace,
Ah. Smooth like you.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
What the
I was not mistaken. You arrived and
Koyo.
trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Case and just got more complicated. Da.
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Whoa, this is work for a Witcher, not for your guardsmen.
Yet when a Witcher fails, my guardsmen must step in. I'll take my best. 40 hardened
Kako sam
veterans.
gubio
No
ovaj jevat.
vampire can stand up to that.
40, 50,
What the
100, doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, catechans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Je to dobro što rekao.
Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
Stara mi bre žena, jevat.
That's most important. Soon as the
Oh
woman's
my
safe,
god,
no
brat.
more reason to kill.
Ne kapira situaciju.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right.
No.
Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop! In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom.
A jebi ga, mora da
Stains from
crkne.
a drop of Estest, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap.
Ajde da vidimo ko je.
Benoit, can you determine
Pa
what wine
manipuliše.
is then?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saar Tour. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Saint-Réal, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Saint-Réal was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
Saint-Réal. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Saint-Réal, it is Saint-Réal. We must ride to Castel Ravello at once. Discover what has happened.
Discover.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is
Hoćeš
far
kasnije da gledamo The Last of Us?
The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on
Ono čim
something.
završim stream.
But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible
Mislim i
escorts.
ti kad odigraš,
You, Captain, and Geralt.
javi.
We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip.
Može, može.
For the duration of
Nice.
this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol.
E
In
da,
short,
by the way,
from
skinuo
now
mi
on,
se
I am Anna Henrietta,
onaj film i
not your grace.
sve one epizode
Yes, Your Grace.
za Demon Slayer.
Witcher, are you ready?
Tako da možemo neki dan da
Yeah,
Da
ready to
gledamo
go.
ovo.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
Sad šta? Okej. Cool stuff. Yep.
This vampire.
Opa.
Have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Vampiri i ludilo, bre. Možemo kad god dok ne počne da radi. Ali dobro, kad budeš krenula da radiš, onda nema šanse. Onda gledamo ništa.
Panthers have attacked the
Whoa.
wagon. We must help.
Stay back, Your Grace. We shall see to this.
Slow now.
Thank you, beast. Be gone.
Vidi ovo. Me zezaš, brat.
Save us.
stali bre čovječe. Oh my god.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
Thank you.
Gde mi je
Lives.
roach? Evo ga.
Give me it all.
Pa to jednom kad sam slobodna možda. Pa to ono veliča. Lagano. Mora da ih ono stignem i ovdje. Dobro. Meet Anna, Henrietta, and Damien. Dobro.
You call that escorting her illustrious highness? What were you thinking?
Captain, this is not the time for such complaints. As for you, Witcher,
Opa.
next time keep close.
Potom.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust her illustrious highness was not harmed.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Fabricio.
Your grace?
I Španac.
We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary.
Fabricio.
As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
This is an inspection. We've got questions. You'll answer them.
Oh, and who are you, sir, to speak to me this way?
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about Saint-Réal?
I am at your service.
Some of this wine might have been stolen. Just a suspicion we have, but any burglaries lately?
Burglaries? Not to my knowledge. And a few days past I took stock of the inventory. All was accounted for. The barrels lie safely in the cellar, I assure you.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace, how am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Saint-Réal. Someone who should not have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is the Saint-Réal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire. Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabrizio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Got Pomino over here. Fiorano, Dandelion's favorite, adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for it.
Ervelus. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
San Real. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
San Real. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek. This one is full.
Full. Full. This one's full too. Full. This one's full too. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sonrial? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start. Ready.
Step aside.
So?
Those hints of spice. Distinctive. This is Sonrial.
Na kraju će biti pijana. Evo, našli smo. Dobro.
Revolting, bitter plum.
Znači, ovo je fake.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Ajde, vidimo Fabricio.
Master Fabricio.
A šta zna?
I am very disappointed.
But your grace,
You are a step away from losing your head.
Buk-
Speak the truth and you might yet
Bukvalno.
keep it.
Fabricio. You are not good boy.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sonrial. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate.
Dobro, čovjek nije kriv, iskreno.
Nothing is truly mine.
Pitaj Boga, brate.
I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without
nećemo
land
da ga
of
ono,
his own?
mislim da je ono pretarano.
I shall tell you everything if you agree to show me mercy.
Really though, nobody found out. A, kome prodaje?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me.
Ne
called
razumio.
himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise.
Kako ide Genshin, by the way?
Some of his clients had
Jel ide ono dobro ili mora malo da se ono jače grinda?
He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name.
He never
But
defeated. He was
okay.
tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Cintrin aristocrat at court.
Really though, nobody find out.
Really thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool, very foolish. I beg you, your grace, you must forgive
Ma
me.
dobro, ajde, verujem.
Wine itself. How do you hand it over?
Lagano za sad, ali imam dosta da radi.
Cover of darkness in the ruins of
Stvarno ta igrica je isto kao Witcher, ima puno, možda čak i više je. Baš je ono RPG do jaja.
They transferred it to their cart and we went our separate ways.
That's it? At the last you ever
Ali
saw?
dobro, malo po malo, bože moj.
That is to say,
Ali to je dobro, imat ću dosta prinosa.
a messenger
Pa do,
he said they wished to buy
dobre to
another
igre je.
barrel and
Biće još bolje do koje godine.
have it ready to deliver.
That's enough.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight.
O ne.
Captain, have your men take
Nije on
Master
kriv.
Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Sentry and Noble could be our blackmailer.
Moguće.
Transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
A sutra hutao banner. Nice.
We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Ono, hoću da probam do C6 da je dobijem. Lagano.
See no reason to wait. Let's
Ono,
get
step
going.
by step.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive.
Verovatno sutra bi trebao da izađe Hogwarts Legacy za
When the handoff begins, watch for my
za
signal.
ove koji imaju Deluxe Edition. A možda ćemo sutra dobijemo ono vesti kad dobijemo crack, verovatno od Empress. Vidjet ćemo. Sutra će biti interesantno. Opa, imam dropovane frame-ove.
Relax. Now we wait.
Možda sutra, ali najsigurnije 8. A crack kad dobijemo, ne znam. Pa ću morati da pratim. Na Reddit. I na onu stranicu.
Our favorite vintner.
Ko je ovaj? Who are you? Da nije u obliku. O. Imaš nekad momka si zavode, pa to sam primetio. Ma ludilo, brate, sam. Imamo nešto onog bandita. On je neka gore lepo. Mahao s ovim objesama.
That was the plan, but
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
at your service. It was a good fight.
Sad je ovaj
Managed to
dobar kao.
capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher,
Come on.
I
Now.
was wrong about you.
We did what we can to do. That's what matters.
Don't need to like each other. Just gotta do our jobs.
If that's how you wish to treat it. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She
Okay.
awaits nearby.
Wait, she here?
I hope you did not think I would leave this to you alone, especially when every hour could prove essential. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions.
Ti si uvehao. Sad. No, dobro. Mora i to neko.
Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Oh my god.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call it.
Ne mogu da verujem.
He doesn't wish to speak. He neither.
Pa to ja kažem.
I can think of several.
A rekao sam.
ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of 𝐀𝐻𝐿𝐴.
What?
Gratitude.
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
It's gonna be a long night.
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one. The first barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Ko te zaposlio?
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
A reci, brate, šta ti?
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace.
Barem imamo ime.
I shan't return to the palace.
Ako će da ga nađemo, eto, ne znam.
The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
To sam rekao. It's gonna be a long night. Biće duga noć.
It's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Still don't know this Cintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Used to it. Not the first time I've been hunted.
Must you always? Now, the port warehouse where the wine was delivered, we identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer. I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
The Mandragora? What's that?
A club, an affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique, consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
Witcher.
Idemo sada se obučemo pristojno. Da bi mogli bolje da se uklopimo u to ludilo tamo.
Sacre bleu.
Excuse me.
There is
Ajde, da moram i Gwent.
In the mood for a round of...
Dobro, to smo uradili. Da vidimo. Pa nema ništa, bre. What?
Thanks. Think that's all I need for now.
ever your servant, sir.
Pa piše nearby. Ono šta bi mogu da probam, ako nema ništa da kupim. Može ovdje? Ne. Put clothes on. Ne. Ali koju odeću, brate? Inventory. Šta bi mogu da obučem? Mislim sve imam. Ovo je Freya Warrior Armor. To mi ne treba. Zebra, može mi kažeš? Sve je prazno. Mislim, nemam šta dalje da kupim, brate. Vratno, ajde kad budem izašao odavde. Valjda. Tailor workshop. Da nema možda u drugoj. Put on clothes. Da, ipak mislim da nema ništa od ovoga. Idemo mi ovom. A barem smo igrali Gwent. Ovdje imamo na 3 mjesta. Okej.
Oh, the Witcher! One 𝐑𝐄𝐒𝐓
Možda ovo ima neku odjeću. Let me see what you got. Nothing. Repair. Dobro. Ništa. Zbog.
Good luck on the pub.
Didn't look like locals. Damien's right. I'm a hunted man.
𝐷𝐄𝐈𝐒 did something awful this year. Welcome.
Herbs schmerbs. But how about some Gwent, eh?
𝐷𝐄𝐈𝐒 did something.
Stocks and the whip await those running riot. Our duchy values peace and quiet.
Late. Now, why does that not surprise me?
Oh, Geralt. I knew I should have taken you to the palace, handed you over to my tailor. Whatever are you wearing?
Sorry, didn't have time to change.
Luckily, I prepared for just such an eventuality. Here, don this doublet. Its cut is all the rage these days. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but... just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
Let's go. Soiree started.
Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain. How do we find the Synthrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his... Cecilia first. Less likely to raise suspicions. As soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soirée. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia, a singer whose voice stone would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great
Călăsti. But you got this.
Come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Belant.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
Triputa.
I don't know where she is now.
Well, good luck.
Let's hear it.
Seek the 𝐀𝐒𝐈𝐒.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
𝐀𝐒𝐈𝐒. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Synthrian.
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist.
Good, an artist naps in each of us. Come, toss it.
Paradigm manifested.
Paradigm, paradigm.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different array.
Absinthe, the preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
I've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
I got it! It's the Soretor!
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
Look, it's all ice.
Come, let's look in the Alstors.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different array.
Wine's what's needed. Wine renders all art digestible.
Consider yourself
Artist
Wine,
through brutality.
wine,
Pellets that rush
wine
upon
renders
striking a
all
canvas.
art
Deep moving.
Blah, blah, blah. Avant-garde, schmeffant-garde. It's all about two things. Coin and copulation. Pretentious. I was prepared.
I'm done. Dead on my feet. Stop complaining. This is far from the worst job. Maniacs we must serve, yet it is...
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's the right flower.
Of course it is. A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me?
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learned I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centrian noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
Let's go. Your boards, as you've made no effort to understand. It's a metaphor of the constant struggle.
We must throw off the manacles of form. Venture beyond the bounds of cognition.
If they can't agree, they want to cut the line. Constant struggle.
Color is but the shadow of deliberations on the nature of existence.
Hit of Fistech. Artist's way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat him.
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
Personally, I've never been fond of this.
Whatever not. A painter watching his works.
I titled this sculpture, "The Beast's Suffering." Represents the problems of contemporary man. Harm exists in the material from the start. One must simply liberate it.
Greetings, Witcher.
Wine, wine,
The Beast's Suffering.
wine rendered
Represents the
art.
problems of contemporary man.
That green, lush and verdant as a field of vines.
To vines and to wine!
Choucroute gauze, scarlet, crimson oxblood. Icy lips, full sensory parted lips.
Harm exists in the material from the start. One must simply liberate it.
Quite the noble color. Splendid! The sky over Toussaint.
Suffering. Represents the problems of contemporary man.
Or a deeply internalized fear of intimacy.
Harm exists in the material from the start. One must
Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. Like Grayson? The painting depicts spiritual dualism.
suffering.
Yes? How might
Represents the
I
problems
assist?
of contemporary man.
True talent takes like rain.
The great one.
I'm done. Dead on my feet.
Stop complaining. This is far.
Fine.
Look,
Let's
Land.
give it a try.
They say releasing them. Never suspected you believed in such things.
Being the best. I've mopped up so much sick this week, I feel as if I work in a cesspit.
Artists must drink a great deal in
But
order
what
to
if it hasn't come?
He'll definitely
And the public must drink just
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
Saraba Urandum Kalabathishta
𝐷𝐄𝐈𝐒.
Aren't they even?
Ah,
Because the rats
how
must be-
beautiful.
It's fine. Relax. Master Hugo is a generous patron.
The dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
Bloody colorful, that's what! It's like the Great One.
The Great One. The Mandragora is soon to feature a performance by Jeffrey de Chirion.
Personally, I've never been fond of
We must throw off the
art.
manacles of
Whatever not.
Venture
A painter
beyond
forging
the
his
bounds
works
of
in the public
cognition.
eye. Why? It's very intimate contact with
Bloody colorful, that's what! True talent paints like the Great One.
But what if it hasn't come?
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora.
Odlično. Eto.
Come.
Jebi ga. 10. put, ali uspjela se.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs. That must be Cecilia.
Jebote, rokno je.
No pulse. We're too late.
What the f...
He slit her throat.
What the fuck?
The brute.
Buraz.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana. At once. She should bring her soirée to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
Killed her, and went out on the balcony. Bloody handprint. It's his. Tore down the door. Made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong, too. Broke the flower pot when moving the door, and stepped in the soil. Must have climbed this ladder, made by soiled boots. stay alert. Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard, then sank to the floor. Bloodstains. Links of a snapped chain.
Čuti, to je dobro.
Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been.
Da ne dobiješ, bilo bi ono...
Jewelry box. Locks busted. Picked open probably.
Brate, ovaj došao da krade ovdje.
Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this. Must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace. Seems there was a struggle. Sconce is bent. Smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it? Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for. Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like. Hunting knife. Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Locked. And no key in sight. Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out?
Dobro.
Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to
Ali
steal
ova
it.
dva
Someone
sakrit
got in his way.
rate je DGM, like what the fuck.
Struggled, that's clear.
Dobro, dobro, čuti.
With one of them flying out the window.
Dobro što ti daje.
Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
Zar nije on to?
So,
Wait, what?
this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything in full detail. I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
Fell out of the window.
Just so.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
The heart Part of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbert that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Duntine, and if Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlaf van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire.
We are lending our combined resources to the Witcher's Hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for...
Vidi ga Detlaf,
ages.
Ladno se pojavio tu, ja.
Witcher,
Okay.
I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
No, I hear you just too. That surprise you?
Seem surprised. Why?
I never would have suspected Regis to find common ground with a Witcher.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only two options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a Witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
A to je više razgovora između njih dvoje.
Wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep
Interessant.
I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a Witcher,
And the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detlaf here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detlaf believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore.
That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renner.
Oriana, she really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long.
But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
Mm-hmm. Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Dettlaff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Dettlaff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Dettlaff. Good luck, my friend.
Splendidly, Dettlaff. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish the 2nd bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out? You have exceptional friends. This Dettlaff, an intriguing man to say the least.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count Delacroix's mill. It stands along the Saône-Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Pozdrav, pozdrav, dobrodošli. Junior, dobro. O, jebate. Znači, uskoro završavamo. Znači, posle ove misije nećemo moći da radimo side questa. Puh, jebate. A imamo mnogo side questa. A jo, brate. Imamo i ugovore ovde. I treasure hunts. Znači... Dobro, završamo Man from Sintra. Dobro, ovo je sketch. New quest. Meet Damien at the Count de la Croix Mule after midnight. Znači ja moram after midnight. Ajde odjećam ovako. Evo ga.
So eager, are you? The mill, then. We shall discuss the assault inside.
Ajde.
See, you already prepared a plan. Walk me through it.
We have two objectives. To find Her Illustrious Highness's sister and capture the man who blackmailed the vampire. Duntine is a modest complex. Several old buildings, a high wall around them. At the center of the enclosure stands an imposing keep, restored not long past by the elderly knight of the castle, Roderick. We mean to strike here, through the main gate, then secure the area in front of the keep by storm.
How many men defend Duntine, you know?
Roderick maintains a team of knights for defense. They are no army, but they could number several dozen.
Znači da veoma smo blizu izgleda da završimo i ovaj DLC. A igrat ćemo mi opet ovo u budućnosti. Biće čak i bolje. Ipak mi je ovo prvi playthrough. I kada?
I'll vault over the wall as soon as you start your assault.
Your plan puts you at great risk, but I sense you will handle it well. Let us go.
Jel, drago mi da sam igrao. I da imam bukvalno ceo serijal na YouTube-u. A da bilo bi bolje da znam onako otprilike, ali ipak nije loše od prvog playthrougha. U budućnosti bit će još bolje. Sometime later. Okay.
So it begins.
Quick! We grab Roderick's horses and we bolt.
Krenulo.
Not so fast. Little change of plans.
Dobro. Idem ja do toaleta pa se vraćam brzo.
Come on, come closer.
I see no ducals along the road.
Faster! Look, those
Roderick
crates
was
on
right.
the
We
wagon.
can flee. We'll manage.
How long are you gonna make me
Reach the
wait?
back walls.
Come on.
Kill him! To crack. Mercy! Mercy! I did no wrong!
Thank you.
Kept the wrong damn company. Cintrian's men, where are they?
I knew. Shouldn't have let them under my roof.
Where's the hostage, the woman?
What do you mean? I know nothing about a hostage. Must be the handiwork of my guests.
Where are they now?
In the keep, ready in their escape.
There's someone with them? Woman named Sienna?
Of course. She convinced me to let them in.
And a whole pile of trouble along with them. Where is she?
Packing. We were to leave together. An old fool. I'd have done anything for her.
Where is she? In the keep too?
Yes. Her chamber is in the tower. The top floor. What will become of me?
Leaving you to the ducal guard, if you don't bleed to death in the meantime.
Huey, a pox upon you!
What is happening? Here's one! Kill the shitleister! Not let them die!
Time then.
Whoever kills the most paymalikers, there's one! They're all around!
Giving you one last chance. Yield.
The dead harlot got us into this. Kill him! Attack!
Need to get into the keep.
They shall pay for everything! Monsters digging!
wasn't expecting to see you two here.
We thought you could use our help, so...
Witcher, this is no time to explain. Where is Renna?
Expect to answer a lot of questions inside.
Let us go then.
Koja je akcija? 2 vampira, brate, i Witcher. Ekstra kombo. Ko je to? O, nije dobro.
Renna! Are you hurt? If any of them.
You know me. I'd never let them hurt me. I just waited for you to come.
I didn't know where to look. They threatened to kill you. Forgive me. I failed you.
Now we need only find Anna Henrietta's sister. Where should we look? Do you know?
Mm-hmm. Ran into Roderick, Duntine's lord. Told me where I'd find Siana.
Then speak and let's grab her. Time is short.
Said she was in a room in the tower. Very one we're in right now. Which, incidentally...
Ne, ovo ima da ga ubije.
And just
ne,
there's a
brate.
carafe full of wine here. Bet it's stolen Saint-Réal.
What's your point?
Just confess.
Giving you one chance to tell us everything yourself.
I've nothing to tell.
Witcher, what is this?
Sorry, Dettlaff. You've been had.
My friend, please. You must listen to what Geralt has to say.
Ne.
Renna's not her real name. This is Siana. And Siana is sister to Henrietta, the Duchess of
Au, brate.
What nonsense is this?
Siana was banished as a child, but it seems she trekked back here recently. Moved into Duntine and ran a Vandergild out of here. Sent a man called the Centurion to Beauclair to steal some wine for her. Wine
Jadan ovaj,
was
brate.
family. Centurion led us to her. Caught him later stealing a jewel Siana had gotten from her father as a child. Sorry, Dettlaff. She used you. Part of her plan.
Kakva zloba, jebote. Ne.
If you do not, I will raze Beauclair to the ground. This I promise you. You've 3 days. I shall be waiting.
Oh, man.
He just fly off?
He did not wish to act rashly. He's gone to soothe his nerves.
Think he'll do it? Make good on his threat?
I cannot say. He can be unpredictable when fury consumes him.
I shall go to him.
Come again? After what he just...
You don't know Dettlaff like I do. If I don't do as he says, he truly will destroy the city. He's more than capable of it.
Conscience gets to you now?
Better late than never, right?
Well, it truly does seem the best option.
Your Grace, we must proceed with caution. Guardsmen saw vampires here. They could still be about.
Vampires or no vampires, my sister is here. find her.
Your Grace, that...
Siana, it's true. It's you. Sister dear, what have you gotten yourself into?
So concerned, I'm surprised. Is there an ounce of truth to it?
You feel resentment. I understand. But I promise we shall work through all the unfortunate matters of the past. We will discuss them later. Captain, escort Siana to the palace. I shall meet with her as soon as we return.
As you wish, Your Grace.
And you, Witcher. You have my thanks. I cannot believe my sister was so near the whole time. Roderick of Duntine shall answer for treason and blackmail.
Roderick got duped and used, just like the vampire.
Apropos, were you able to establish who kidnapped his beloved?
We've discovered Siana blackmailed the vampire, ordered him to kill those men.
What? What nonsense is this?
She is his missing lover. Staged her own abduction to force him to do her bidding.
He was a tool. Whole scheme was Siana's. She was behind it.
You're mistaken. You must be. This cannot be true.
Your Grace, I know this vampire.
What? You know him? Who is he?
Dettlaff.
The same who so recently sat at my table and told me of Nazaire. Is there anything else you've neglected to mention? A dragon living beneath Mount Gorgon, perhaps? Is anyone else here a vampire? Where is he now?
Waiting for Siana. If she doesn't show up to meet him by an appointed time, he'll destroy Beauclair.
He dares threaten us?
Your Grace, we have 3 days to bring him Siana and...
Not a word. You have 3 days to bring me his head. No more secrets. No more helping vampires. I want what I'm paying for. The head of the beast.
Do you think Her Grace's nerves have been calmed?
Doubt it. Rarely forgets, rarely retracts what she says, especially not threats.
Yes, well, even I must admit Dettlaff's actions were highly inappropriate. Reprehensible, even.
Are you upset?
Why would I be?
Let's see. You're returning from your hunt empty-handed. No trophy. No new lead to boast of, then pursue.
Upset's just not a sensation I feel. Ever. Mutations, remember?
Yes, of course. The excuse you resort to whenever you'd rather not talk about something.
Observant of you. So let's change the subject.
How do your employers customarily react when you fail to meet their expectations?
Depends. Peasants cuss me out. Merchants demand I refund their deposit, whereas nobles mostly just release their hounds.
And rulers?
Usually threaten me with the gallows.
A most illustrious grace awaits the gentleman.
Your Grace, the population demands she be punished. Siana's committed terrible crimes. Spilt so much blood.
Another word, Palmerin, and I shall spill even more blood. Yours. I repeat for the last time. Siana is responsible for the death of many, true. But she is also my sister. We are bound by blood and by a shared childhood. I shall not allow her to be lynched.
Your Grace, I fear the masses might rise. Storm the prison, pitchforks and torches in hand.
Let them storm. They will not find her there. Siana is hidden away in a safe place. She shall await trial there until we have rid ourselves of this accursed vampire. Which, to judge by your means, has not yet come to pass.
Did what we could, but...
My patience is at an end, Geralt. Where is he? Where is Detlef?
Don't know. I lost his trail.
Is this all you have to say?
I respect your grace. All I can say is the truth.
Ah. At times, I hunt foxes. Do you know how it works? The ducal huntsman releases the hounds. They catch the fox's scent, chase the animal down, and lead the Batu to it. All within an hour. You, Witcher, have had a week. The aid of my most excellent knights. Yet, you have tracked absolutely nothing down. I've begun to suspect my beagles might have done a better job.
Then perhaps your grace should have sent a beagle instead of a witcher after the vampire.
You tread on thin ice, Witcher. Very thin. Wisdom demands you choose your words more cautiously. But to the matter at hand. Have you managed to establish anything?
Your Grace, it seems Siana tricked Detlef, used him to murder the knights who escorted her into exile. We have reason to believe that...
Your Grace! Vampires!
What? Speak now!
Vampires! They protect the city! Captain de la Tour defends the square near the boat landing, but so many lives lost.
Damn it.
If it's war this Detlef wants, it's war he shall have. Geralt, get to work. This time I'll hear no excuses. Palmer and you...
Get her out of here.
Siana failed to appear as summoned. And there. Detlef is not making idle threats.
Seems not. Need to make some serious plans of our own now. It's gone too far, damn it. Regis, you mentioned there was a way to draw Detlef out. A way you've avoided resorting to so far because you thought it was too dangerous.
Is that how I put it? Do forgive me that I've misled you terribly. The word dangerous is simply a scandalous understatement in this case.
Regis, another inner monologue growing out of a personal dilemma. Just tell me how to flush Detlef out. Force him to meet, please.
In due course. But first, Geralt, I'd like you to consider the alternative. After all, you could fulfill Detlef's demand and liberate his beloved Siana.
Think Detlef still believes Siana's innocent?
I believe he suspects something. He must. And he seeks to understand what happened.
And for that, he's declared war on the entire duchy?
What can I say? Moderation was never his strong suit.
Really want to free Siana? Hand her over to Detlef? Refuse to accept you consider that wise.
It's hard to believe, I know, but Detlef is not actually evil, merely impulsive. He needs but meet with her, speak with her, and he will spare the city.
So say I agree to this, because I might. Still no chance Anna Henrietta will.
I do not recall ever suggesting we ask her permission.
Got serious reservations about this plan. Not least among them, we have no idea where Sienna's being held. You heard the Duchess. She's not at the prison.
Hardly a reservation. More of an excuse. I'm certain you'll find her. You must merely decide you wish to.
Could ask Damien. Duchess treats him like a lapdog. Keeps him close most times. He might know something more.
There, you see? I knew you'd think of something. Bravo.
The meeting. What if it's nothing like you say? What if it goes sour, ends in a fight? Willing to guarantee Sienna won't get hurt?
It seems unlikely in the extreme.
Didn't ask for a lecture on probability. Need a simple answer. Yes or no.
I vow that not a hair on her head shall come to any harm.
I trust I've dispelled your doubts, then.
Not so fast. We're not done talking. How would I go about luring Detlef out of hiding if I wanted to? With the blood of a virgin?
You see, somewhere nearby lives an unusual denizen, one of the unseen, ancient and powerful vampires, among the oldest and strongest.
And?
Toussaint is this unseen elder's territory. All vampires owe him fealty while they are here. He need but say the word, designate a time and place, and Detlef will be forced to appear.
So this unseen elder, how do we convince him to summon Detlef?
We must find him first. The elder does not see arrivals unless he absolutely must. But locals, Oriana, for instance, you know, she too is
Yeah, figured it out. All right, let's say she gets me in to see the unseen elder. What then?
I don't know. You'll have to improvise, I suppose.
So I'm basically stuck. Either gotta give in to a blackmailer, or fight him.
You know what I would opt for. Should we free Sienna and arrange for her to meet with Detlef, there's a good chance we'll all survive this ordeal. Detlef included.
Regis, don't mean to put you on the spot, but I gotta know. Say I do decide to fight Detlef. Who'll you stand with?
Should you decide your sword is the sole solution, I shall not stand in your way.
Appreciate it.
Certainly hope so. Now, please tell me, what is it you intend to do?
Crazy as the plan seems, I'll do it. I'll ask Damien about Sienna.
You won't make me beg. I knew you wouldn't.
Slow down. Not promising a thing. Just want to get a feel for the situation to start with. Coming with?
Of course. Many hands make light work.
What the fuck? Igrica crashala. Ludilo. Ništa, palim opet. Čudna situacija. A dobro, šta da reći? Dobre.
Be in danger or dead. Do you think so? You see, only a few scraps on his belt.
Against humans, not monsters.
Dobro što nastavljamo odmah ovdje. Wow. Gdje je bre ovaj lik? Evo ga.
As a rule, they don't.
So how Deadloff sick them on the city?
I told you, he's exceptional. He manages to bend them to his will, control them with his thoughts. They'll continue attacking until he orders them to back down, or until he dies.
Dobro. Wow. Ovo je Bruks. Bruksica, brate. Ajde. Gdje idemo sad, brate? Pratimo njega, ali imamo Askoriana. Kill the vampire. Dobro. Examine.
We must hurry. Each moment's delay.
Znate. Našli smo nešto.
We must hurry. Each moment's delay means another death.
Ajde idemo.
Damn it.
He didn't suffer long, at least.
Barricade put up in the street.
Pointless. That's no obstacle to a vampire.
They didn't know. I didn't get a chance to prepare them.
Ovo je ovo, bre. Yo. Šiš, brate. Ništa, idemo dalje.
Geralt, catch the blood. A night spot on dry, you might say. 𝐀𝐻𝐈𝐒's wounds. Must have fought a tough battle before entering the bank, barricading themselves inside.
Recognize the vampire. Apologies, Geralt. You must manage alone.
You killed it single-handedly. That harlot's brood slaughtered half my unit.
I see the harvest brood came close to slaughtering you as well.
Need to withdraw. You and your men. Now.
My duty
No.
lies with the city.
Won't help the city by leading your men to the slaughter. Damien, conversation back at the palace, remember? I'll say it again. Your men don't stand a chance.
Da, bolje od ono idite. Bolje na kovetu. Go now.
Men, tend to the wounded and prepare to march out.
Doing the right thing. Now listen close. Silver. That's what you want to use against vampires. Your alchemists, order them to produce as much vampire oil as they can. Churn it out in gallons. Then coat your blades with it. Keep an eye out for Alps and Bruxae. The shapely ones resemble women. There one moment, gone the next. Bombs containing silver splinters are a pretty good idea.
Thank you.
Dobro, Geralt im dao savjet
Your worth the coin the Duchess pledged you.
kako da unište Brukse i one druge.
That did this, skewered on a hook.
Leave it to me.
Your problem's my problem now. Leave it to me. I'll solve it.
How?
All I can say just now is I'm gonna need Siana.
You know the Duchess's decision. Siana awaits her trial, in custody.
We know it, but we do not agree with it.
You've that luxury. I do not. I've sworn my loyalty to her grace.
Folk are dying. Many more will, because of one.
If her grace learns I helped you, my head will roll.
And ours will follow right after it. Yet still we are prepared to take the risk. I fear we waste our time here. Come, Geralt.
Ajde, Geralt.
When When last I saw Siana, Her Grace was escorting her to the palace playroom.
What?
As in for children? You sure?
I've served in the ducal palace for years. I know it's every corner. So yes, I am damn sure.
Playroom? So what, Duchess locked Siana up in a dollhouse?
Honestly, I've no clue. Look, I've told you what I saw. What you do with it is no concern of mine.
Got it. I'll look into it. You get back to your barracks. Retrace my steps. Path ought to be clear.
Rat. Fața mă fucked up.
And you've our gratitude. You helped us a great deal.
I helped Beauclair. At least I hope I did.
Ajmo, let's go.
Let's go, Regis.
Znači, non stop akcija, nema ono.
Here, playrooms beyond this door.
Oh. O, šta ima ovdje?
Locked. Of course.
No.
Regis. I'm not at a fist fight with this door. Do you mind? Shit. Probably meant to stand guard at Anna Henrietta's personal request.
To je ovo. Opa. Evo, taman uništi. Let's go. Ali ovdje ima puno.
Something inside? Nope. Empty.
Dobro.
Utter silence. No one here.
Daj, brate, mogu da prođem, majke ti. Koliko mu treba, bože dragi. Idemo sad jedan po jedan.
Wooden duck. Somebody broke its wings off.
I suppose it got a lot of use.
Nice tune.
Indeed.
Nice tune.
It's a shame the mechanism's damaged.
Yeah. Buongiorno.
What the? Found a notebook. Property of Isabelle de Roquefort, court governess. The notes of Siana and Anna Henrietta's governess.
Polako, polako.
I'm not sure
Naravno.
it'll help, but I suppose there's no harm in leafing through.
Ali bukvalno mi lik sede. Oj, jo, brate.
Today I accompanied the girls for the first time to the land of 1,000 fables. We spent half the day there. First we played with Thumbelina, then with Barbarossa, who proved quite the charmer for a brigand and pirate.
I'm beginning to suspect Isabelle de Roquefort wrote in her diary after taking a powerful hallucinogenic. Cannabis rudelaris, for instance, or...
Shh, don't interrupt. I tip my cap to Master Artorius Figo for his achievement. He has proved he has no equal in the arcane arts.
Wait, Artorius was the court mage here, a specialist in illusions, which means...
Regis, last warning. Stop interrupting or I'll seat you in the corner. The girls told me if I ever wish to visit alone, I need but crack open the land of 1,000 fables and utter out loud the incantation, Expecto Ludum.
A book as the key to an illusion. My, this grows more interesting by the minute.
Dobro.
The girls quarreled today. I must note rather sadly they did not behave as befits future ladies. The incident devolved into fisticuffs. Anna Henrietta was first to strike her sister. Siana gave back as good as she'd gotten. By the time I separated them, Anna Henrietta had lost 2 teeth. She ran off to complain to her parents. His Grace the Duke refused to believe my version of events. He laid all the blame on Siana and vowed to punish the little one harshly. Anna Henrietta did her best to have her sister's sentence commuted, but the Duke and Duchess proved unbending.
Once you're labeled a black sheep, it's so hard to shed that reputation.
Mages sent by the Conclave arrived today. They came to examine Siana. I cannot know what conclusions they drew, but His Grace now seems clearly upset.
Curse of the Black Sun. There's no doubt then that she was diagnosed with the syndrome symptoms.
Or had that label planted on her. It goes on. I dared ask the Duke what would become of the girl. He did not reply. I tutored the girls in Nilfgaardian today. Siana applies herself
Stara
so,
Geralt,
though she has
ono
great
čita,
gift
brate, za sve pare.
Lady Honorrietta seems more gifted in this regard, yet also prone to impish behavior. When she thought me out of earshot, she called me a blood accuser. She and Siana laughed so hard they almost choked. Blood is damned, or cursed. What's Kusa?
In the melodious tongue of our non-too-friendly neighbors to the south,
Mora i
the
to
word
onako.
describes the many-petaled flower that
True.
blooms in that place we so unmelodiously call the crotch.
Ostalo nam još.
Siana gave me a drawing today.
Još jedno nam ostalo.
Of freshly decapitated bodies covered in blood.
Perhaps not so much.
I asked her why ever she would draw such a thing. Her Highness claimed it was
Jebote, 1 sat. Koliko će trajati ova misija?
Siana does wake up screaming nearly every night, save when she shares a bed with Honorrietta. Curse of the Black Sun. Supposedly girls afflicted by it had horrible dreams. Kind of horrible that made some of them go mad.
Dobro, enough of that.
Realize this might sound improbable.
Dosta.
Maybe, just maybe, Anna Henrietta tossed Siana into that.
Kako ide Genshin?
It's impossible. She would be safe there and isolated. We must see.
Dobro.
Where's that book? Miniature tableware and plush toys. Cute. A tin knight.
Dobro.
Nothing under the carpet.
Did you expect something? Apart from the dust swept under there by a lazy chambermaid.
On treba da nađem neku knjigu, brate.
More searching and less chatting, Geralt, please.
Miniature tableware and plush toys. Cute.
Ovo sam vidio, brate.
Locked.
Treba nam ključ.
Well. A key tucked behind a picture.
Golden key. Unlocked. Open. Open sesame. I ne ide mi baš Dobro, polako. Neće se otvori, brate. Ju. Dobro, evo, uspio. Jedva. Jedva da uspio.
Expecto ludum.
Wow. What? Šta se desilo, bre?
Regis? Regis?
Bukvalno ušao u knjigu, ne razumijem. Ju.
Land of 1,000 fables. Incredible.
Znači ušli smo u taj land.
Let's see where this road takes me.
Ajde vidimo. Gdje nas put vodi?
An illusion, but so
Red.
there's no way to dispel it. Whoa, that should be interesting.
A letter from Dandelion. What? Opet ove zezancije. Pa da me zezaš, brate. Poison apple. nekoga tamo. Biti neki boss fight, a?
Bloody hell, let him out!
Voices.
Gobbled up my gingerbread.
Opa. Šta je ovo? Evo je ovo.
Hands off my hearth, dearie.
Ju.
You wouldn't want me to get cross.
Ju.
Then you open it.
Veštica vrije. What?
Now, who's this? A lost traveler? You're not supposed to be here, sweetie.
Sad će bude šivanja, brate.
You're old.
Veštica.
Old and pale. But never worry. A bit of
Poki nosimo, brate moj.
and you'll make a tasty
Kokita, brate.
just as soon.
Ima polni organ na faci. Okej. A de... A stavit ćemo ovo. Uju. Dobro. A, propao, brate. Ovo je dobro. Ovo je dobro protiv nje. And she's dead. Ima neki lat. Može. Dobro, sve sam uzeo.
What the hell was that?
The wicked witch.
Oh my god, chill.
Where did you put that key?
Listen, how'd you come by a weapon?
It's Prince Charming's. He no longer needs it. Here it is.
Ko je sad unutra? What?
Thank you. She'd have begged me for certain if you'd not.
Ne gubi se.
Is that you?
E, baš hoću.
Been years, Jack.
Imaš nešto protiv?
You come to play?
No, I just want your beans, so you can breathe easy.
Čekaj bre, ko je ovaj kid bre? Beans, what beans?
Breathe easy. Because you aren't here to play? What's that about?
Jack knows what I mean, so he'll tell me where the beans are as fast as he can.
Ima.
Isn't that right?
Pa reci što.
Sienna,
Reci.
I'm sorry, but
Pljuni.
I haven't got them.
Oh, something tells me you're lying. Perhaps you wish to play the old games after all, hmm? This little piggy went to market. This little piggy went home.
Ne ulazi unutra. Don't.
I'm telling the truth. I swear it. Henrietta, she ordered them buried all over so you wouldn't be able to leave.
Pa ne mogu baš da pljunu.
But Joss, the boy with the thing for wolves.
Kad bude skupila onda pljuni.
His nose in everyone's affairs.
Ah.
He had better know, because if not, I'll find you and we'll have ourselves a little talk. Understand? Now shoo. Ah, all right. So why is it you're here?
Came to free you.
Nice of you, but a waste of your effort. I plan to free myself.
You might not. Bound to be easier with my
Oh,
help,
fair.
as our most recent adventure amply showed.
Mm-hmm. Yet I still don't know why you even give a damn.
It's Deadloff. He's trying to force Anna Henrietta's hand. Wants her to release you. Summoned monsters to attack Beauclair.
Sounds like Deadloff, all right. But I doubt you came all this way just to bring me up to speed on current events. So get to the point, please.
Isn't it obvious? Offering to be your ally. We both want you out of here. You because you want your freedom back. Me because as soon as you meet with Deadloff, he'll put an end to the chaos in the city.
You exposed me. I landed in prison because of you. Now you come to beg my help, I dare say. My life is full of surprises, isn't it? Well, normally I'd tell you to sod off. But, from what you say, folk are dying who have nothing to do with this. Not part of the plan. Deadloff was only to kill those who deserved it.
no one else. Fine, Witcher. I accept your offer. Consider us allies.
Dobro.
Shake on it.
Dobro je, samo da Detlef ne smara i dalje tamo. Ma, idemo odmah ovdje.
What's with the beans? Mind explaining?
Certainly. That you must gird yourself with patience.
Okay.
There are 2 ways out of this land. My darling sister blocked one when she tossed me in here. The other's up there, in the clouds. She made it hard, but not impossible to access by concealing.
Difficult, not impossible.
Don't fret, just listen. That boy, that was Jack, of Beanstalk fame. You know the tale?
Jack climbed a gigantic beanstalk to a giant's castle, high up in the clouds.
As we shall do if we can just find those blasted beans. There are 3. 1 red, 1 blue, 1 yellow.
Stalk won't sprout from just one?
No, because it must transpire exactly as it did in the tale. Clear now? So we must find Joss. Perhaps he will be able to help us. You lead.
Okay.
Joss can usually be found wandering the glade at the foot of the mount. It's some distance from here, past the witch's house to the right.
Vidim šta imam na inventori. Šta sam sad pokupio? Leser. Ovo mi ništa ne treba. Elegant, ovo mi ne treba. Ne treba. Šta još imamo? Ovaj runestone je živo sranje. Oh my god. Pored zamenimo ovdje. Ovo pored. Šta je ovo? Leser. Ovo mi ne treba, bre. Ovo je ovo leser. Ovo je greater. Greater. Dobro. Da lepo posložimo ovo. Evo, i ono ne treba. To bi bilo to. Idemo dalje. Ajde, požuri, nemoj mnogo da pričaš. Eto ti on kaže. Bez zajbancije. Tamo da vidi ti to, brate. Pixies. Brate, Pixies je. Brate, šta je ovo? Kako je ovo mjesto, bre? Roach. Možemo sa Roachom da idemo. Nice. Oju. I konj je udario. Nice. Oh my god, brati, konj ga je nogama pljuk nazad. Ema ga.
Ignore him, he always lies.
Aha, boy who cried wolf. Still does, I suppose. And doesn't, when they actually appear.
The one and only. Listen, you little chit. Jack said you know what's become of his 3 beans.
I don't know anything!
That's
Not one thing beside, watch out! Wolves!
This'll be interesting. Right, let's get to it. Let's say for a minute you know what happened to the red beam. Where wouldn't it be?
For
certain no one swallowed it. Oh no, definitely not that.
Of course not. But say someone didn't. Who would it be that didn't swallow it?
A human. The most humany human in the land of 1,000 fables. Everyone! Wolves! Run!
Bet you haven't heard what happened to the blue bean. Maybe?
Blue bean.
Right?
I've heard it lies about somewhere out in the open.
Just like that? No one
No
guarding it?
guarding.
Nobody. 3 times offer. Help! Wolves!
Yellow bean. Don't know a thing about it, right?
It's somewhere very, and I mean very deep. So deep, in fact, it's completely underground.
Опа.
Who has it?
A bold farmhand who in no way and not at all awaits time.
Čelavko.
Not in the
Neki
slightest.
čelavko.
Good folk! Wolf!
Say that word one more time and I'll chop you up. Feed you to the fishes.
Brate, ovo popizela na njega. Gotta go.
We should go.
Watch out for wolves!
Oh my god. Kao reci još jedan put, brate, ma da ti seskam.
Was it, though? You need merely remember he always lies. Or more precisely, refers as the truth.
Where to now?
I'm not sure. I should visit some of the other fables. The meaty ones, that is. Perhaps then Joss's hints will make more sense. It's just a few. Red Riding Hood, piglets and bears, 3 of each. And Goldilocks, of course. Then Longlocks and a little lass who sells flint.
Fine. Let's get to work.
Let's go. Jo, brat.
Incredible. You must have loved this place.
I did at first. But children get bored quickly. Even tea parties with a whole pack
Brate, ima mnogo objektiva ovdje.
turn dull and routine.
Ništa ovdje.
Drop the duck egg in the swan's nest once, that sort of thing.
Stani samo da sevujem. Ništa, to ćemo nastaviti u sljedećem streamu. Ništa, ovdje završavamo. Ako vam se svidio stream, ostavite jedan veliki like, subscribeujte se, ostavite dole neki komentar, uključite zvonce, da bi znali kad budemo opet streamovao, da vam stigne notifikacija. I to bi bilo to, da šerujte isto na Twitteru, bilo gdje ono. Tako da GG. Ja vam želim laku noć, a mi se vidimo najvjerojatnije sutra da nastavimo da igramo ovo ludilo. Tako da to bi bilo to. Dosta smo prešli. Kreće da bude još interesantnije. Mada igro bi još, ali treba da odem da gledam seriju. Da idem da komiram. Tako da